Hey guys, welcome back to another exciting episode of Cross Street Classics. We're back here today with another segment of our 25 Ram 3500 truck. Mentioned here that this did not have the fifth wheel prep package, so I ordered a B&W turnover ball for it. The other truck had it, and I let it go with it when I sold it. And here's our fifth wheel hitch for it here. This is our companion from B&W. I've had this hitch in the last three trucks, and we just keep upgrading it. B&W actually sent me a new base for it last year. A good friend of mine had the same hitch as I do. He noticed some cracks in his, and he reached out to B&W. They sent a free one, shipping paid and everything to him. All he had to do was cut his in half. He had mentioned that to me, and I looked at mine, and mine had cracks in the same place. So I reached out to B&W, and B&W, being an awesome American product with excellent customer support, did the same for me. They sent me a new one, so we have a brand new base. Still have the same head. The head, you know, apparently there's nothing goes wrong with them, so we're still running the same head. But you can see the post is sticking out of the bottom of the hitch, so I need to get the turnover ball part installed in the truck. You can see here inside there's a kind of a stamping there provision in the center of the bed where this has to go in. It's in the box over here. We're going to get it unpacked. I'm going to get the spare tire down to help aid in getting this installed. I know the spare tire is in the way. And being this truck is a little newer, I'm not sure what else will be in the way, but hoping not too much. So we're going to get our 3.5-inch hole saw ready, get some measurements in the bed, and get this installed. All right, guys, so we open our box up here. We can see what we got. Envelope with some instructions in here, probably a little catalog. This is the main part of the hitch. A bit of weight there. These are the nuts here. They go up inside the frame, between the frame and the bed. More hardware, bracket. One for the other side. Here's our actual turnover ball itself. We won't be using this because I don't have a gooseneck trailer, but we had one years ago. Nice and shiny. More brackets here. There's our release handle, probably for the release the pin. That's about it, guys. Not a whole lot to this one. Let's see what this is here. Oh, this is the drill guide. Oh, this is for the, okay. This is for the U-bolts. Oh, that's kind of cool. They give you here for the U-bolts. That's kind of cool. Probably not going to put these in either, since we don't have the gooseneck. This has drilling 4 more holes in the bed that we don't have, but we'll keep this just in case we need to put the safety chain U-bolts in. We'll have them. So we're going to bust out our instructions here. Got a B&W sticker we'll be putting on. So we're going to thoroughly read the instructions. I know the first thing we got to do is locate that hole. And we'll be back with an update. Alright guys, so we went through here to our instructions here, and this is a little bit different than the last ones I've installed. They give you this is a template here, a drill template, to go underneath and locate your 1/4-inch pilot hole for your hole saw. Usually you just pulled measurements and hope that your tape measure was on. I never had a problem. I think I put 3 or 4 of these in with no issue. But apparently this is the updated way, which is kind of cool. So we're going to go down and locate underneath these instructions here. It's on page 3 of where this has to go. We're going to take our drill underneath and poke a hole in a brand new truck. So we'll be back with hopefully a successful update. All right, guys, so we got our 1/4 inch pilot hole drilled up from underneath. I must say I was a little confused with the instructions. Once I figured it out. So you take this here, and there's a hole in the cross member where that hitch mounts. You locate it, pushes up against the bed. It's actually it's orientated this way here, I believe. And you get it clamped up in there, and then there's a round hole and a square hole. And they talk about some reinforcement plates in that cross member. So I determined I do not have those plates, so I used the round hole and drilled up through there, and the hole centered real good. So sometimes instructions like this, they're so wordy, you kind of get confused. A couple pictures does a lot too, so that's my dumb fault. So we got our 3.5 inch hole saw here. This is from one we did a while ago on my dad's 16 2500. So now we're going to drill a bigger hole in there and use that 1/4 inch hole as a pilot. So let's get that drilled. There we go. One 3.5 inch hole. Hopefully where it's supposed to be. That should be good. We followed the instructions and checked it 3 times, so it should be all good to go. So we're gonna move on to the next step. All right, guys, so we're into the truck here. I wanted to show you what we did. Blake helped me pull this thing up. We got all the bolts in. Get these 2 here. 1, 2, 1 here, 1 over there. You can't really kind of see. I got the wiring back up in place, and there's 2 in the front in the same location. So got these in, and yeah, they want you to torque these to 150 foot-pound. That's easier said than done, laying under here with all kind of stuff in the way. You can get the socket on here pretty decent with an extension on these 2. These 2 over here. Well, first I want to mention I didn't remove the tire or the exhaust. I wanted to see if we could do it without it. Just maybe I was lazy, or maybe I just wanted a challenge, or a little bit of both. But these 2 bolts up here, they're kind of tucked in behind the. I don't know if you can see it or not. Tucked in behind the pipe there. I hope you can see it on the thing. They tell you to take it out, but I didn't. So we use a combination of a wrench with multiple turns and a crow's foot wrench on a socket and a ratchet, and was able to get them in. And then these ones here, when it comes down to torquing them down, I had to use a crow's foot on these 2, which I don't think is recommended, but you can't get I can't get a socket, a low profile socket and the torque wrench in here to do this. The ones in the back went good. These are these 2, and under here in the front, yeah, these 2 in the front here. This one and this one up under this brake line bracket here. I was able to get a socket and a torque wrench on them and torque them down normally, but the other ones are with the crow's foot wrench. And like I said, I just didn't feel like taking anything apart. Not that it would have mattered on some of these bolts, but so that's it for the under here, guys. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to install the lever to release the ball lock, and we're going to get that on. So we'll be back with an update. All right, guys, so our next step is here to install our B&W companion. We have our lever pulled out to receive the companion hitch, and we're going to get it put in and get it installed. All right, guys, so we got our B&W companion 5th wheel hitch all installed. Everything's torqued down, and we're ready to go. So this is going to conclude this video, guys, of our B&W turnover hitch. As always, we appreciate you guys watching, liking, subscribing, asking questions and commenting. We'll catch you later. Thanks.